Hey, stop what you're doing because we're going to do a holiday stress check. If holidays are stressful for you when you are around your family or you even think about the holidays, then I'm going to give you 3 dynamic tips that you can take with you right now to start the process of exiting stress for the holidays. This video is going to talk to you about strategies that can prepare you for holiday stress exit plan. As a licensed therapist, I hear a lot about the holiday blues. There are people who are suffering as a result of challenges with loneliness, romantic deficiencies, and challenges with going home for the holidays. Many times we are triggered over and over again as a result of going home to our family, especially if we've moved away. And going back causes challenges that often we don't face in our regular everyday life. Challenges like siblings disrespecting parents, challenges like nobody is helping mom out, challenges like you're being pulled left and right because people need you, challenges like children are acting up because they're in a new environment, challenges. You know, that pesky auntie who's always asking you questions: when you gonna get married, where's da 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 da, or the mom who's looking over your shoulder trying to figure out what dish you are making, or the uncle who is providing passive aggressive comments and whispers at the table. What we often don't realize is home is a trigger. Home is the place that some people have traumatic events, and so the repetition of these thoughts and these feelings come back when you go home, even though you are a grown woman with your own career, maybe your own children, your own life. So, with that being stated, how can you create a plan that is going to help you to be able to navigate the challenges of this holiday? How are you going to make it through without being triggered, without arguing, without cussing, without fighting, and the list goes on and on. I literally just talked to somebody today who has traveled 12 hours to their destination with their family, and the very moment they got there, they were triggered before even getting out of the car. Now, that's realistic for some of us. And so the question becomes, how do you handle it? Do you deal with such a trigger and such stress? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of tips in regards to how to do this. How do you manage your mood, navigate the holidays, and also make sure that your mood is regulated so that you will not be on the other side of inappropriate behaviors, thinking, as well as responsiveness to all of these triggers. So step 1, what you want to do is you want to define your trigger. What is a trigger? It is an external stimuli, person, place, or thing, as well as an internal stimuli, a memory, a thought, repeated conversations in the back of the mind that leads to discomfort. This discomfort then goes into your brain for an output. The output creates a feeling, and that feeling, if you're not careful with it, it'll move to your behaviors. And once it moves to your behaviors, that's when the impulsivity of those feelings will carry out. For an example, if your brother does not obey your mother, in which everybody is grown, but you're coming home for a visit and your grown brother is not doing what your mother is asking, and your mother have to constantly repeat and ask and repeat, and your brother is ignoring her, then guess what that's going to do? That's going to trigger you, even though you are trying not to be triggered. So that's an example of a trigger, an external stimuli, the brother being disobedient or disrespectful to the mother, which then causes you to have internal thinking, and the brain provides a feeling. Now you're upset, and now you are responding. So now you saying something back to your brother. Didn't you hear mama say something? And then it pops off from there. Okay, so you've got to define your triggers. That's step number one. Okay, step number two is you've got to identify the stressors in three key areas. Okay, one key area is family and social dynamics, in which I just talked about. A second key area is responsibility and task. You got to man your children while you're there. You've got to deal with gifts. You've got to deal with uh, setting everything up, helping family members. You got to deal with your car breaking down. And the list goes on and on. And so the third key stressor area is the internal pressures that you have to be perfect, to be the best daughter, to have the best dish, to have the best gift, financial worries. Okay. They keep asking me to go to the store. They keep asking me to buy a thing. I'm already limited. I already got here just on a dime and a dollar. And so this is how you spot your triggers. You're number one, you're going to define a trigger. Number two, you're going to identify your stressors in the three areas of where they possibly are coming from. And then you're also going to do a body check-in. You're going to take a look at your body. You're going to feel your body, and you're going to scan your body to identify where the stress tensions are. So you'll take and think about your head. Is there tension in my head? Is there a tenderness? Is there soreness? Is there any aches? Move on and to your neck, and you're going to ask the same thing. Is there any tension? Anything in my shoulders? Anything in my upper back? Anything in my lower back? Anything in my bottom half? My legs, my ankles, my feet, my hands? Are there any tensions? And if you find that you have tensions, then you're going to know exactly where the tension is. And the next step is you're going to create a strategy. This is three. You're going to be able to handle the stressor. So the body scan gave you an indication if you have any tension in your body when you think about the holidays. And if you do have tension in your body when you think about the holidays, then what you are going to do is create a strategy for the stressor that you can protect your energy, protect your peace for what really matters. And with that being stated, this shifts the focus from the problem to purpose. Well, what's the purpose? The purpose is to have peace. So using the example that I use in step number one, you are then going to understand that the stress from the family and social dynamics, the brother not respecting the mother, tension in your shoulders because you're getting riled up as a result of that trigger, then you're going to create a strategy. When my mother asks my brother to do something, I am going to take a deep breath in my nose, pause, and slowly exhale out of my nose so that I can protect my energy, I can protect my peace, which is the main purpose, so that I can shift and have a great holiday. For more tips on how to get rid of the holiday stress and to learn more about my holiday stress exit plan, then check the comments and bio for more information on how to access my thin digital guide on holiday stress exit plan so that you can already have your strategy in place before it is needed, because your peace is non-negotiable.